everybody. I'm Glenda. At least that's what everybody calls me. I'm Glenda with Shaking Hands Art with Fralins and Friends. I know there's been a lot of new subscribers. You can all just call me Glenda or whatever you want to, as long as it ain't bad. Was that fun? Watching Joe on that toy, yes, on those toys. It was that whole set that they made for the kids. And the thing of it is, though, I mean, he was checking it out, and it was fun for us to see. But, you know, somebody like Joe can get on there, and that thing doesn't wiggle or anything. You know, it's pretty safe for kids. So, you know, I want to paint a peony, at least one, maybe two, and kind of give a little bit of story, a little bit of what I know. I may not get it all done today because, well, I just might not. But peonies can be used for so many events or remembrances. So I got an 8x10 canvas, and I've got some pale green, some blue, and some yellow, and I'm gonna let you see what I'm gonna do with them.
Our hearts beat to the city.
That's weird. Either I didn't turn it back on, because it still says the battery's full. Well, we'll start this whole thing. I'm using this multicolor effect again, and I'm using blue, yellow, and green, which blue and yellow make green, so I know. But the streaking is still there. I'm running out. Really running out. May have to put some more. It's like, yeah, you got more. Here's it. So, I'm going to watch to make sure this thing is on and that the battery doesn't go dead on me. Because I'm not sure if this was a new battery. Well, I know Joe used it yesterday, but... the light green. As I was saying, peonies, they have a lot of uses, but as far as my story about peonies, my grandmother grew peonies along one side, well, one part of the road. Now, we were out in the country, and they were out in the country, and so it was a little bit of a dip there beside the road. It was kind of a bank, if you can call it that. It was a short one, but that's where she planted them, and they were so, it was like you drive up there, and it was like, hello, come in and visit us. We're not, I mean, flowers have a tendency to be welcoming. Anyway, my mom, well, those kind of aged over time to where they really weren't working very well or putting on much anymore, so they ended up digging a lot of them up. I think they may have planted some back, but not all of them. But, you know, we always had peonies somewhere. And then we had some pink ones at one of our houses that we used. We never owned more than one house. Well, no, that's wrong. We did two. We had two houses at one time. But that was a weird story. It was not an intentional... How can you say that? Anyway, let's let this dry. And it shouldn't take but a minute. Peonies are used all over the world. People will order them from, well, there's a gal in Alaska raises them by the thousands, ships them all over the world. And some places they can be used in weddings. White peonies especially, people like to use in weddings. Now with us, we had more the pink, the light pink and dark pink peonies, and we would use them to decorate graves when it was Memorial Day or Decoration Day. We would go put them on our family's, graves. And after a while, though, we don't have any peonies here, but after a while, it got to where everything's plastic. So, anyway, it became cost effective, I guess, I don't know, to use a plastic one and then go back, get it and use it the next year. Some do go ahead and just plant either a bush of peonies or a evergreen or something else at their loved one's grave, and I think that's a good idea, to tell you the truth. But in order for the peonies we had at the house here in town, not this one, but they didn't ever open on time. Now for a peony to open, it needs ants on the inside of the bud, and they will pop it open. And I don't know if we just didn't have ants in there at the right time, or if we didn't have the right kind of ants that were interested. I don't know. I guess they didn't think our peonies were interesting enough for them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Peonies are a very full flower. I'm going to paint probably different sizes here. I'm going to probably paint, maybe a couple of different colors or so. So I'm going to point you down again. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay. Roar. Joe is growling. I will say I love you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever time you're in. And give me some suggestions.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the candle